Hey YouTube, this is Friday and I'm actually off today because I'm watching my son, but right now he's napping unless he woke up, but I don't think he woke up yet. He usually makes himself well known that he now demands my attention. So tonight's topic on Time Out Christian Channel is loving your fellow brother believer and I guess to some extent people that aren't believers, but specifically the topic tonight is about like other people that maybe aren't as. Sorry, there was a piece of hair over the camera. I didn't want that. I didn't know if that affected the video quality. Fred hair. Fred is the cat. Fur, I suppose. Tonight's topic is on loving and treating your fellow brother with respect and not judging him or condemning him. Now, pointing out their flaws is one thing, but if they're honestly doing something in the wrong step with God, yeah, of course you out of love, tell them. Don't just be out of condemnation, saying, you know what, it's beyond hope for you or something. That's not true. So don't go around saying that stuff. So it's important to love our brothers and sisters and support them and pray for them and pray for healing for them if they need healing, if they need strength in God, pray for their strength in God. If they need like support them. If they need money or if they need food or something, I suppose, but I don't want to go down that step because a lot of people fake that, but pray for them. That's the best thing you can do, is pray for them. And if the Holy Spirit leads you to help them and supply them with food or whatever, then so be it. But don't just have that be the default. A lot of times people don't know what they need and they think they need money when in fact all they need to do is trust in God, and then God will fix it for them. Things like that. It's important that we not judge each other and think that there are some really good people in all churches. I mean, it's important that they all come to God and come to the realization, they come to Jesus and come to the realization that that they have, if they have the Holy Spirit, that their body is the temple and that they need to worship God personally. And it's not about how much works they do for someone in church as much as it is for how what they do personally for God in their heart, where no one else can see them, and their Father rewards them for that, for the things that they do in secret that no one else sees. Like praying for others, doing things and not getting recognition on this earth, things like that. So that's important. It's important to seek guidance from the Holy Spirit and from God, and not just be go to some other person and be like, what should I do? Or go to a priest or a pastor or a preacher or a teacher and say, what should I do? You can do that sometimes if you're having trouble and you're struggling and you're really down in the dumps, yes, but as a general rule of practice, you should trust the Bible and the Holy Spirit, and they will lead you to almost the correct conclusion. And if you're not being led by the Holy Spirit, then usually someone that will probably help you out and correct you and try to bring you to the right path, to the right conclusion. That's all tricky business, but the important thing is to love one another, pray for one another. When someone attacks you on YouTube, pray for them. Feel bad for them, because you know that at the moment at least their action was not in the correct step with God, because God doesn't want you to come after and just completely tear down and shred people. He wants you to correct them in a loving way and show them the right way, not just tell them how horrible they are and how bad it is that they're screwing up, and for all you know you could be completely misinterpreted. So things like that. It's important to love one another, not just attack one another, because when you attack each other, then you're not doing God's will. Almost assuredly not doing God's will. I mean, obviously there's the loving way to do things, and there's the easy way to do things. There's the fleshly, worldly way to do things, and that is to fight, and that is a way to tear someone down to get your point across, because what they're doing is detestable in your eyes, which may or may not be also detestable in God's eyes. But it's not how right you are, it's how you do it. All right, well, in closing, I would say love each other with all your heart. Love each other. Love is love. Hope and faith and the grace of these is love. Without love, there is, I forgot the whole verse. I gotta look at that again. But the point is, love is the most important. Love suffers long. Love does not envy. Love cherishes. Love does not tear down. I gotta look at the whole thing over again. But That's the gist of it. I believe it's charity. Charity is the word that is in place of love in the King James Holy Bible, but it's love, charity. So keep that in mind, guys. Have a good day. I'll see you next time. I'm going on vacation.